Okay guys, thanks for checking out my channel again. To all my new subscribers who I've got in the last while, thanks for subscribing. Hope you enjoyed the channel. Leave a comment, share it out if you've got Twitter, if you've got Facebook, share this out on it if it's something that you want to share out. At the moment I have a competition running, so this is February 2019, just in case you're watching this in years to come. So the competition will be finishing up on this, I'll probably finish it up this day week or the week after. So today is today's date, so that's how bad I am, I don't even know what today's date is. Today's date is the 25th of February, so I was thinking about finishing up maybe on the 2nd of March, 2nd or 3rd of March. So at the moment the competition is still running, so I'll put a link to the video that you have to comment on. There's a video there where I scrap out a mobile phone, so you have to comment on that for one entry into the competition to win some of my merchandise. If you want to have 2 entries, if you have Twitter, go to my Twitter. The link is up there on my homepage, so on the YouTube homepage. So just go there and go to my Twitter, follow me. You have to be a follower, and then you also have to retweet the video there. So I've the video of scrapping out a mobile phone for gold. So retweet that, and if you're on Facebook, the link is there for Facebook, and you can share the page, share the video there as well. So if you do all 3, you'll be entered into it 3 times. I've had a few people who say it's not fair to them because some people get 3 entries and some people get 1 entry. That's the way I want to do this competition. I want more followers on each of my platforms. So if you don't have Twitter and you don't want to get Twitter, well then sorry, I can't do anything for you. You'll be only getting 1 entry. If you want to have the second entry, just join Twitter and share it out on that if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, nothing I can do. I can't make people enter or join Twitter. So I'm up on about 540 something subscribers now. So this was my 500 giveaway that that video is for. So once I get to 750, I'll probably do another one, and so on and so on. So we'll get down to what we're doing today. So I'm scrapping out this credit card machine. So this is an old credit card machine that no longer works. So again, if it's a workable item, you will get more on eBay for it. So what I'm going to do is, first off, I scrap them out. The value you're going to get for these is very, very little amount of gold in anything. Scrap is going to be the lowest value, but if you accumulate enough of it, you may get a couple of ounces over time, a couple of grams, whatever. But this is more a hobby that I do it for. I like scrapping it, I like doing the videos. So that's why I do it. It's not for the monetary value of what the items inside will be. It's more just to see what's inside them, see what actually has gold on it. It's amazing all the stuff nowadays that has gold on them. The older the item is, the thicker the gold layers usually are on them, but in the newer stuff it's very thin layer gold. So again, we'll just remove the screws first. So a little quick shout out while I'm doing this is to Pusher Studios there. Pusher Studios will be a good channel if you're trying to build your channel. They help with advice. There's a lot of people go to their streams. You get a lot of new subscribers from it. But the one thing I'd say about the subscribers sometimes is you get some subscribers who will send on your comment, love your videos, blah blah blah, but they haven't actually looked at your video, and you can always tell by the comment. That's why I've done this competition, really, because again, I'm telling people in here what video to go to, so the people that watch my videos all the way through know which video to go to, and they know what I'm doing and whatever. So if you've watched this video all the way through, what I'm going to do now is a little sneaky one, just to see have people been watching the video, or they just click on and that's it. Later on in the video I'm going to mention a colour. Will I mention a colour? No, I'm going to mention the football team that I follow. So a football team, or if you're from America, it's a soccer team. So I'm going to mention a soccer team or football team later on in this video, and I want you, if you're entering the competition, I want you to comment on this video with the team and comment on the video that I told you to go to, that scrapping out a mobile phone for gold. And if you comment the team on both of them videos, that will be another entry for you. So this is to give the people who actually watch my videos an extra chance of winning the merchandise, not just someone who hasn't watched it but just done a quick comment and didn't actually watch the video. So I'll be putting that team out later on in this video. So if you want to see which it is, you're going to have to do that to get an extra entry. So I'll just give you an extra entry. So I know the people in who are watching my videos and the people who are just commenting for the sake of it, trying to get new subscribers and don't actually watch your videos. YouTube will remove them from them, so you're better not having those sort of people. If they don't watch your videos or don't attend your live streams, you're better not having them. Pusher Studios will tell you that all the time on their streams. If you're going to follow someone, watch their videos, leave comments on their videos, leave likes on their videos, so that it matters, it counts. Don't expect people to always go back and subscribe to you straight away. I wait a while before I resubscribe to someone, because I want to make sure they are actually following me. They're not just doing it a once off and that's it, never look at another thing. So I have a look and I see who's commenting on a few of my videos, and I go, yeah, they're putting the effort in, they're interested in what I'm doing. I'll go and have a look at their channel. And if it's something I think that I can benefit them, I will comment on it. I will leave a like. I'll even share it out on my Twitter page if I think it's something that is of interest and everything like that. So don't get all upset if I don't do it for you straight away. It's not that I'm just trying to get a subscriber. I want subscribers who watch my stuff, who follow what I'm doing, who are interested maybe in the same stuff as me. So as you can see there now, I've just removed as many of the screws as I could possibly see around this. So we'll just have a quick look. So I've removed the battery. So first off, underneath here we've got gold connectors. So you can see here we've got our little gold connectors. So I'll put them in with my gold pins for future future refining. So them videos will be coming later in the summer. It's too cold this time of year to be doing that, because a lot of time you have to do some of the stuff outside with acids. You don't want to be doing, you can't be messing with acids indoors. So it's too cold at the moment for the acids to work properly. Okay, so there's this little screw in there that just doesn't want to come out. I've loosened it as much as I can. It should pop out in a minute. So the battery then again. So again, you may be able to sell this battery on eBay if it's a working battery and someone's looking for one for their machine. But again, it's not something I'm going to do today. This is a teardown video. So the main thing I'll be looking at is getting the gold. So again, you can see here, there's some nice gold flashing on this battery. So this is a nice battery. So you'd have this in your mobile phone batteries. So again, if you look at where I strip down mobile phones, that's what I'm telling you to do. They want to share. I put the link up here now for that. So that will show you where I stripped down mobile phones for gold. And you can see that again, there's a lot of flashing here, same as what you're having that. So make sure you're commenting on that other video and watch that other video as well for your chance to win some of the merchandise. If you look at the video that I'm about to share up there now in a second, so there should be a video coming up here now. This is my giveaway video. This explains exactly what you have to do to be in with a chance to win that stuff. So I'm going to just take the screws out of the base unit now. Just want to give a shout out as well to Gil Skills, another great guy out there, who's really helpful in building your channel. He's into scrapping, he's into DIY, all that sort of stuff. So again, if that's something that interests you, make sure you go over to his channel, check him out, see what he's at about. If you like it, give him a like, give him a share, let him know you came from me. Let him know that you were on my channel and I sent you over. Because he's a good guy. He does good stuff, good videos, himself and Recycle Dude. He wears a bit of my merchandise sometimes on some of his shows. So if you look at, sometimes he has a baseball cap on with the Scrappin' Irish logo on it. So thanks a lot, Gil, for that. Really appreciate you wearing it. Another guy that will hopefully soon have some of my merchandise, I'm sending a little bit of merchandise too, will be Ian Matthews. Ian is in the UK, not too far away from Ireland. So he's quite close. Again, he's into recycling, so if you're into the recycling side of things, make sure you're checking him out as well. Let me just remove this cover to get the, usually there's a screw hidden, so there it is, the hidden screw, the recycler's bane. So it is, all these little hidden screws that are put into stuff. So okay, so we'll just remove this. This is the charging unit. So again, two more screws obviously down underneath here. This is the longest part, usually removing the screws. This takes up the most amount of time. Also need to buy a new screwdriver because I busted the little holder that holds these little heads in, so maybe there's no screw on this one, is there? There is, just under here. But so Recycle Dude, him and Gil Skills do shows together, so check out their live streams. Say Pusha Studios. There's another gaming, if you're into gaming, good gaming channel up there is Nero Trigger. He does gaming and shout out channels. So again, if you're trying to build your channel, it's a good way of meeting other people, other channels who may be interested in the same stuff as you. You might find a channel that you go, because gaming was something I said, thought I wouldn't be really interesting, but I like actually watching the gaming channel. You find yourself spending an hour, half an hour sometimes watching these channels, watching people just playing the games. So there's plenty of stuff up there. Again, I like the live streams where you're just chatting to people. It's a good way of meeting people, good way of just getting to know other people, getting to know what they're into. Okay, so straight off, we'll just remove this. Okay, so just have a look through the pins. Okay, so the main thing I'm looking at here that I'm seeing is the gold flashing. Small little bit of gold flashing on it. Some mlccs. So again, the older MLC, the older they are, the more platinum and silver they'll have in them. The newer ones, some of them don't even have any in it. And we'll have gold little pins in here, so gold flash pins. So that's mainly what I'm getting on that board. With a few more screws to take off here. If you're into music, there's another stream up there. Last night I was watching Hazy Days, he's called. Him and E. Matthews and a guy from Boston, I think it is. I hope I'm right on that. He'd probably go mental if I'm wrong, but I think it's in Boston area he's from. In America they do a lot of class little chat on a Sunday evening around 8 o'clock UK time. So if you want to check that out, let them know that Scrappin' Irish sent you to them. So they do a little chat show. Hazy Days, he does music, so he's an album out at the moment. So check him out. Okay, so just a bit of plastic, nothing really worth taking off that. Okay, quick look here. So there's our gold pins. So some nice gold pins there. And that's about it. On this little bit of gold connectors in there, very small inside of there. Don't know, can I focus? As soon as I go zooming in, it'll probably lose the focus. But little gold pins in there and some gold pins here. So again, I'll break them down further, put them with my collection of pins. So again, I usually use heat guns and stuff like that to release the solder that lets it go. So again, I'll put a little link up here for the heat gun, where I've done computers with the heat gun. I've linked that a good few times now. So again, come back to that video if you want to watch that video of where I do that. So now next part is, we'll just make sure I have everything out that I can see. So that seems to be all the screws out around. So we'll try and get in under and link it out, or break it up, break out the little tabs that are holding this in place. So I'm presuming somewhere in around here we can usually get in. So again, be careful of that, because again, if this slips, sometimes you give yourself a nasty little cut. Wear gloves. Just because I'm not wearing them at the moment doesn't mean you don't wear them. So I'm telling you to wear gloves. Don't be daft or stupid like what I am doing here. Just trying to find where we can try and break this out from itself. Just that's where the credit card went in. Oh, hold on now. Have we another screw hidden under here? No, we don't. This is the bit I hate, because usually if I wasn't videoing this, I'd be hitting it with a hammer at this stage. So we won't resort to the hammer yet. We'll try and get in where that... Well, I might be resorting to the hammer in a minute. I don't see any other screws unless there's one under here. No. So again, you can see some little gold flashing in here, where you had a SIM card to make this mobile. So this could have been brought on the road if someone was taking payments, mobile version. So if you were working for a company where you had to be taking payments on the road, that would take from there. I'll just remove that. In case there's anything under there, but there isn't. Hold on now. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So this is the main, I presume, board. Probably another one underneath there. So this is the one with the SIM card and stuff like that, and the Wi-Fi, or well, not the Wi-Fi, the data, the mobile data. So this is how they could communicate back. So let me see, is there any screws there that I need to pop out before I go in underneath here? Okay, so that came off fairly handy. So there's our gold flash little pins. Gold flash little pins here. Again, we'd have where the SIM card is, you'd have more gold in underneath here. So you can see, again, same as the mobile phone. So when you watch that video where I stripped the mobile phones, you'd see where I take these off. Tantalums, so there's our tantalums. At the moment I have no way of processing them, I'm just collecting them up. I may sell them on eBay, or I may process them some stage myself. I just see what the best way, I'm doing research into the best way of processing the tantalum, to see if it's a viable thing for someone at home to do. Now again, some nice gold flash in here. So that could be put in with your gold pins, not your gold pins, your gold fingers from your RAM when you're doing them. So again, there will be videos coming of that once the weather improves. Just see, can we remove this? It's like something holding it, but I don't see anything holding it, so we'll just smash it off if need be. But it's like your Wi-Fi card or your LAN card, so I'll just stuck with tape. So again, you have little gold flash in here, so I usually cut them off. Remove this cover, and underneath usually there will be a little IC chip, or or there's usually some ceramic. Sorry, no, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Just trying to open this first. We'll come back to him. Won't waste too much time on him. So again, little gold flashed connector. Just zoom out for a second to stop it focusing. So little gold connectors there. So again, cut them off, put them in with your gold pins. Let's have a look at the rest of it. So again, there'll be gold pins inside of here. So again, you can remove that plastic. Usually just pull that off with the pliers, and you'll be left with your gold pins and break them off. An mlcc I see here. mlcc. That's it, a little battery here. So we've got a 4.5 volt battery, 70 milliamp. So it's not really going to be strong, it's just a backup battery, I presume. Let's say the tantalums, and that's really it underneath this. So just sometimes you may be lucky, and there may be a little bit of gold flashing under here, but a lot of the time there isn't. But you never know. No. Well, a little bit here in the corner, a little bit of gold flashing, and the gold pins, that's it. Okay, we'll put him aside for a second, so there's nothing more to look at on that, just the mlcc. Underneath here a little IC chip, and a little bit of gold flashing. So, not too bad of a board. Now, let's have a look at the rest. So again, we were into more screws. I usually stop the video and take out the screws and pause it, but for this time I'm just going to carry on through because we're about 20 minutes in and it's time to tell you that football team. So if you've been watching this video and you've been waiting for me to say the football team is Liverpool Football Club. So that's Liverpool, Liverpool. So if you put that in the comment, I know you've watched the video, at least 20 minutes of it. Put the timestamp, and don't bother putting the timestamp actually, because most people just read the timestamp anyway and add it themselves. So I can see a little gold in here. You can see down here a little gold connector. So he's in there. So we have to try and separate the next part now, which is actually going to come off fairly easy. Ooh, so aside for a minute. Okay, so this is what reads your credit card or debit cards. This little box here. So do we have any screws on it? We don't. We've gold connectors. So it's quite a lot of gold connectors and gold pins on this one. Doesn't want to come out too easy. Let me see. Are they gold? No. Sometimes these can be gold flashed, but they're not on this one, which is surprising considering everything else is gold that have been taken out of this. It does not want to come out, so I don't see any screws holding it. So I'm afraid this one is probably going to have to be smashed out unless there's screws under this protective plastic that's over it. As you can see, I don't have fingernails because again, I've been watching the Liverpool Man United game yesterday and I have all my fingernails let off. So, which was probably one of the worst games in a long time that I've watched between the two sides. I don't see any screws under there. It's just some sort of protective layer. So I'll try from the side here. There we go. Okay, so remove that. So again, some nice gold flash pins, some small IC chips, some little gold flashing dots on the actual board itself. On this side will be, if I can remove this from underneath here, usually you'd have gold pins all the way through here as well where the card goes in. So there's it reads the card. So again, just remove that from the board. So again, a little bit of gold flashing, solder, nothing else, and on this side some gold pins, some nice gold pins. So put them aside. So in here again, these pins will usually be gold. As you can see there, well, you can't really see it, but I can see it, but it's not that easy for you to see. These are gold flashed inside of here. So again, I'll work with that later, again further, break down in future videos. So then we're left with these bits. So we have a little motor, so a little copper bearing motor, and some nice gold ribbon. So that's what I was talking about, that sometimes you can find some nice gold fingered ribbon. So again, just trim that off and add that to your collection, which can be treated the same as you treat your gold ram trimmed fingers. So that's what I will do with them, but I'll separate them out. Okay, so my video just stopped there for a second. As I was saying, my gold fingers, I will just cut them off, trim them, and treat them the same as with my gold ram. But for this video, for future videos, I'll just do the fingers from the ribbons on their own. So put them aside. Now, so we're into the last couple of minutes of this video, hopefully, and misplaced my screwdriver, and not that one. Okay, so just have a few little screws to take off this board. Down here. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share it out. Please support me anyway. I have a merchandise store where you can buy some of the merch if you want to buy some of the merchandise that I have. It's just something I set up when I started it. It wasn't a plan really, I just seen other people had it and I just decided to do it. And then when I've started giving it away, a lot of interest in it, a few people have asked me where they can get it. So the link is up there if you look at my banner, there's a link there around a little black circle. If you click on that, it brings you to the merchandise store. I'll also put a link down in the Down in the description, link for the merchandise store, so if anyone wants to buy some merchandise. I make very little out of it. I've set it very low, what I think is low price anyhow, because I'm only making about 50 cents or $2 maybe on some items. That's it. Nothing major. I'm not trying to retire out of it. It's not something I want to do. It's just some people are looking to buy it, so if they're looking to buy it, I'll give them the chance to buy it if they want to. So check out the 500 giveaway video. You'll see the merchandise in there. Now there's one more screw. Where are you hidden? So that's your battery, your main battery there. Okay, so that's your main battery. And where is the hidden screw? If I can locate him, because it's catching on this side. Found him. Found him under the wire. So always the one screw. One of the scraps would always tell you that. You'll resort to hammers and every sort of thing. So looking at the board here, crystal oscillator. So actually, when I go back to something that popped back into my head, I was talking about something and then I stopped. Okay, underneath here, I was going to say sometimes you'll find ceramic crystal oscillators. So they look like a silver flat top on them. They're little gold. There'll be a little gold strip around them. And when you take them off the board, it's a ceramic base on them. So they will have gold inside of them. Where these crystal oscillators will be more silver than gold. So the ceramic ones will have the gold, and the normal crystal oscillators will have your silver. So that's just that. Some nice gold pins. So you can see there, a little shine on them. Nice gold pins, and another row of gold pins along here. So again, you can use the heat gun to release them. If you heat up the solder, they just fall off. So again, the link was up there earlier on the video. Underneath these, I'm presuming is IC chips. Yes, we've got our IC chips. So they just got some sort of heat paste over them to protect them, to keep them cool, to cool them down, disperse the heat quicker, I presume it is, so that they're not overheating and blowing. Okay, so that was that. I don't see much else other than IC chips, crystal oscillators, gold pins, and that's about it. Some gold, you can see the gold flashing on the board. So we've got a little bit of gold flashing here, some gold flashing here, even the outside line is gold flashing. Again, this solder mask that's over the screen, solder mask, sometimes when that's removed, you can get you can find it's gold plated underneath, or not gold plated, gold flashed. So I'll do a future video on that where I'll use lye or caustic soda to remove the green solder mask from mobile phone boards and these type of boards. So I'll show you a video on that later. Now there's a nice little gold little connector there, gold pin. So that's a nice little one there, a nice chunky one. And then on the other side we've got our LCD screen. So again, some people I see up there at the moment are collecting up their LCD screens because there's a metal which they reckon could become valuable, or an element which could become valuable later on. So they're holding on to them. So if I find out more information about that and I find out it is a valuable thing, I'll let you know. I'll let you know how to treat them or what's the best way once I do more research into them. So I'll just remove it for the moment. Okay. Just have a quick look to see what type of connectors are on them. Was it any gold flashed? No, they're not gold flashed. So put them aside. So again, collect that up. Now, so looking at the board, much the same as a mobile phone board. You've got your gold contacts where your buttons on the front of the device, or if it was a mobile phone or whatever, make contact with the board. So they're usually gold flashed. And again, as I said, the gold, if you can take off that gold or not that green solder mask in the future videos, sometimes you may be lucky and they may be flashed underneath. I'll just see if I can scrape some of it away to try and get a look underneath. So it looks like a copper underneath. So it looks to me like it's copper, that is not gold flash, but again I may have removed a thick layer, I went a bit thick on it, so I may have removed the actual, if it was gold flashed. So I'm just trying to see if I can remove a light enough layer. May possibly actually be gold flashed. Very thin layer. So again, I'll know more when I treat that with the what you call method, the lye or caustic soda method of removing that from it. So that's really it for this video. There's not really much more. There's a little board in here, might as well remove it off while we're at it and see if there's anything underneath it. I think this was just where an Ethernet cable or an internet cable connected into it, or your phone line into it if you were using it in a shop rather than mobile. It had to be connected into the internet to allow you to receive payments. No, it's actually a power. I was wrong. It's actually where the power connects into it. So to give it power, nothing of value to me on it at all. So as you can see, there's an actual power cable disconnected. So maybe that's why this person dumped this. They thought it wasn't working, but I don't even know where that was connected. It doesn't look like it connects anywhere. So it's just like a spare connection, or maybe it was an earth. But anyways, it doesn't seem to be connected anywhere, so maybe that's the reason this was dumped or got rid of, because it wasn't working anymore. They couldn't power it up. So that's really it for this video. So there's my little stash from this. So some nice gold fingers, or not gold fingers, gold pins. Mainly gold pins, gold flashing pins, connectors, stuff like that on this. This seems to be, the battery has a nice gold flashing there. Again, in a future video I'll see how I get this out of these batteries. How I break them down to get the gold off them. So I'll be doing one on mobile phones, and I'll chuck this one in with it when I'm doing it. Some nice gold flashing. And that's really it. Some tantalum, some mlccs. So that's it for this video. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget about the competition I'm running for the giveaway of the merchandise. Check out my merchandise store if you see something there you like. Maybe you might buy it. I haven't actually sold anything yet, I don't think, off the merchandise store. I haven't looked at it for a while, to be honest with you. It's it's not something I'm really trying to push that hard, but a few people have asked on a video there lately, where can they get the merchandise, or on a live stream they asked me where could I get the merchandise. So I'll put a link down here in the video to the merchandise store. It's also on my banner if anyone wants to click on it, and check out the rest of the videos. Just again, last thanks a lot to Pusa Studios, Gil Skills, Recycle Dude, Ian Matthews, Cole Outdoors, Psycho Ghost Trackers, Nero Trigger. I'm also, as I said, there's the forums there on Facebook if you research them. E-Gold and Precious Metal Recycling, and there's a few more there, but I'll put links maybe down the bottom as well if someone wants to check out them Facebook pages. So thanks for watching. So thought I was finished there, but I wasn't. I just picked this up and I forgot about this part. In underneath here we had a little board, so I removed that board, and just see you got little gold connectors here. So another few gold connectors and a few IC chips, a few mlccs. So this time that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and keep on looking for that gold, guys.